I just realized this person's name isn't Adrian, it's Adrenaline. Oh my lord. I think there's only one final table that they made that I was calling them Adrian the whole time. Anyways, Adrenaline's gonna start off this 8-game game with a little bit of a cooler here. I don't know what Wizzo is gonna do with the pocket tens, but it's gonna be hard to fold, right? Oh no, we're just down to basically 2 bets. Uh-oh. Well, crappy start for Wizzo. I'm glad I at least figured out that Adrenaline's name is Adrenaline and not Adrian. So we also got poker loans here, 800k, many bets. It's too many for me to do the math. As Wizzo is gonna stick in Queen 7 suited here. Hope to get the fold from the small blind. We'll just pick up the blinds there. So we got the 2k 8 game. We're missing out on Calicia and Run Godlike. That's a darn shame. Couple of killers out there. So we got Zibbly, Ship It for the win. As I said earlier, Wizzo. Pretty darn stacked. Internet 930. XD89 LOL Heart. That's a fun name. And I like their image to go along with it. Look at that big old XD smile. Looks like a fun, happy person. This Adrenaline gets a walk here. So we're starting things off with the old Limit Hold'em. Very interesting stuff. Wizzo's gonna fold the old King 4. I mean, it's not that interesting, but I mean, the game of Limit Hold'em is interesting. It makes you think a little bit more. As we see the King 10 put in the 3-bet from Poker Loans, flopping the flush draw. Not quite a straight draw yet. Ace 7 is gonna come along. Things are interesting. The bets are so small compared to the pot. XD drawing to an ace or a6. Still has the best of it, but Poker Loans aggression will just get it through on the flop. Wow, nice start for them. Shape it for the win. Hard to fold the King Jack here in Wizzo shoes. They're gonna play call instead of a raise. Ship it for the win with the old Ace 9 hearts. King Jack can be good here. Wizzo is thinking about calling down. I'm gonna need a King or Jack. Nope. Will be our first exit. And then we're gonna switch up games. Omaha high-low. This is a silly game, let me tell you. Adrenaline with a set of 9s. Both players with 3 to a low. Zilby with the pair of jacks. What do we do here? 2 spades out there and we got no spades. He could be bluffing lots. 7 will bring in the low draw. Zilby with a real pickle. Or in a real pickle. Just a horrific spot. Drawing to a jack. Nice fold there. Not with the nut low. With a very strong low. Ace 3. If this game was no limit, let me tell you, there will just be all-ins all the time with the old Ace Deuce. It's ridiculous to watch. What do we got going on here? XD with a pair of 7s. And a pretty strong low draw with the Ace 3. 3 of a kind on the river will give them the lead. Just a pair of jacks here for internet. Oh, Adrenaline with the very strong Ace Deuce. And the ace is suited. Poker Loans with a strong, interesting low something going on. Adrenaline makes a flush on the turn. Pretty bad card for the Deuce 3. He does have a low, but his low is no good. Adrenaline just gets it all. Usually you see chop pots in this silly game, but not that time. Is that not nut? Is that what they call nut? He's got the nut flush. Don't think it was a paired board. If it was, then I'm just wrong. XD with an interesting ace jack 10-5 double suited. We'll face a 3-bet from Adrenaline's aces. Internet's in the tank. in this silly limit game. He's like, I might be getting the right prices. No, he's just disconnected. I thought something silly was happening where internet was doing some math. He's like, hey, I might be able to call here. Not the best card for the ace jack. Would have liked to pick up a straight draw or flush draw. 3 of a kind will be good for adrenaline. Oh, internet's drunk. Uh-oh. Chips in the air. Good luck, good luck. Oh my lord, this is gonna be awesome. If he wins this, he's down 100k in mixed games. That's hilarious. Oh boy, this is gonna add such a fun dynamic to the table. He's got a huge stack too. As we see Ship It for the win with the old pocket aces going for a little value. Gut shot to the 6 for XD. Really weak low with the 3-7. XD does just find the fold. What's going on here? Queen 10 4-3 double suited. Zilby. A little bit too short to be getting it in. Or to be raising it up. Sorry, my bad. XD with a pair of aces. We'll take it on the flop. And we switching up the game to old Raz. So we're looking to make bad hands. XD with a good start in something. 3 to the 7 low. Both players pick up a bad card. Poker loans his aggression. We'll just keep on bombing. And the 8 is certainly better than the 10. A 4 and a 6. Super interesting. Poker loans makes 2 pair. That's no good. But XD makes a pair on the river. What are we going to do here? We got a 10 low. Makes the call. Nicely done. Poker loans loses a huge pot there. 700k almost. Holy moly. Internet's got 2 good low cards. Wait, no he doesn't. We're playing deuce to 7. Oh, this is ridiculous. The ace is horrific. The way Poker Loans was firing away had me confused. Oh, this game is so silly. Zilby, that looks strong. Puts in the raise. We had the bring in, then adrenaline just bombing away. I didn't see what Zilby had. Maybe I should be paying a bit more attention. I was trying to figure out what's going on. I forgot to put the bring in, and then I was like, okay, adrenaline raised, and Zilby put in the re-raise. And then by the time I had figured all that out, Zilby had found the fold. Poker Loans with 2 good cards will find a fold looking at an 8. With a pair, I suppose it makes some sense. Zilby with 3 to a 9 low will raise and take it. Adrenaline, raising it up. Ship It for the win will come along, picking up an ace. That's no good. 5's good for adrenaline. An 8 looks sweet. The deuce looks cool, but he pairs it. You only want 1 deuce. A 4's a good card for Ship It. A deuce is a good card for adrenaline. Looks like he's got something strong over there. Although Ship It's drawing to a lower draw with a 3 or 5. Picking up an 8. Who's winning here? Is this a oh, adrenaline. What the heck happened there? One of them, I knew one of them was going to be pipped, but didn't quite get a chance to look at Ship It's hand before he made the call. So even though internet is drunk, we haven't had the opportunity to see them fire away just quite yet. It is very difficult to go bombs away in this game. And many of these mixed games. As we see a 9 low made, Zilby's all in. What are we drawing to? Oh no, XD just makes pairs. That's no good. Here comes internet. I was just bringing it in. This is so ridiculous. I see a raise and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm excited. But it's the bring in. They're forced to do that. I suppose they could raise as well, but that doesn't happen much. Zilby with 4 to 8 low will just take it. No action for them. Poker loans down to 128k. That 5 looks pretty, but it's actually horrific. XD bombs it on the queen for Adrenaline, and Adrenaline picks up a 9 low and says, look, I'm just going to lead on out. If you got something better, come along. XD with absolute dog shit has to let it go. Poker loans, trying to apply some pressure, seeing a king and a 4. Picking up a king, that's no good. Comes along with the 9. He picks up some good cards there, but you know what? That's not enough. Who the hell knows what's enough in this silly game? So we do see poker loans bust, unfortunately. But I mean, they came in here super short, so the fact that he even survived and made 1 ladder is pretty impressive. As we switch up to stud finally. Trying to make good hands here. A 3 of spades is super interesting for Ship It. A deuce, like all these cards are looking scary. Not enough to fold yet for the pair of 9s. A 3 makes it look real scary. Could have the straight, could have the 2 pair, possibly even a boat. He says we we changed last game. So he's still playing Raz. He says no, Dad, you got that, you got a pair. Yeah, internet only had a pair of 9s. So Ship It was drawing to the 2 pair with the bluff. Ooh, and look at Adrenaline here. We are playing stud. Oh, and Zilby's playing it so well. With 3 of a kind already. Ace. Oh, and the spades are coming in. So Adrenaline. Oh, I thought he was going to keep firing. 4 and a 7 do look kind of scary over there. 6, 4, 7. 2 spades. Adrenaline will just fold and give up. I wonder in this silly game, does Adrenaline still pay you off if you re-raise pre-flop? He probably won't put in a bet. So maybe you make more value by trying to let him catch up and bluff a little bit. At least that's probably, or at least that's what it appears Zilby was trying to get done there. XD with 3 to a flush, 3 to a straight. Going for a bet seems like the seems like the reoccurring theme, my bad. Words are getting difficult. 3 is looking scary there for Zilby, so they have to let go of their junk. So we've seen a lot of XD raising. 3 to a flush just lets it go. We did see some aggression here from internet pre. The pair of 9s are good. Didn't quite get a chance to see what Adrenaline had going on there. Says, hey, just 9-9. With the bring in, ace queen 4 will come along. Just 6-6 and some backdoors. So thank you for letting me know what you had there, Adrenaline. The bring in for the 6-4 deuce all spades. Look at this for internet though. 3 to a royal flush. That's pretty damn cool. Queen, that'll be nice. Wish it was the spades, like come on. Pair of 6s is coming along with a straight draw to a 5, sorry. What the hey? And he's good. XD's good right here. Oh, it's so funny. Look at that little, what is it called? Emoji throw. Oh, and the pair of 6s make the call. Nicely done. Hero. Pretty big pot going XD's way with just a pair of 6s in this silly game. Kind of surprising to see him make a call there on the river. But he figures internet's in the bluffing mood. That's not what we wanted to see. the shame over to XD. Holy moly. What's going on here? Pair of deuces for Zilby. Ace high for XD. He's really not got any draw, but the pressure will get the job done. Do. Why not raising this silly game? Pair of fives for ship it. Zilby folds the pair of fours. Everybody else also ditches their bullshit. And we move along. Ship it with a walk. Not too bad of a deal. Internet with the pair of aces. No action. XD with another bring-in. Quick raise from Adrenaline showing the ace. 3 players showing a 9 means it's very unlikely anybody's got a pair. Zilby does have the 5s. Who knows if this is good enough? Probably way too much of your chips. Oh, just kidding. Zilby says, hey look, it looks like such a great spot for you. You're probably doing this pretty wide. Nice re-raise pre-flop with the pair. I was not expecting the raise. I thought the 5s were just going to find the fold. Internet with the pair of jacks. Ship it picking up a 3. Not the best card for them. They wish it was a club. Making a pair of 3s now. Leading on out, showing the pair. Internet's jacks are still holding up. Weird spot to call down here. 3s and 5s. That's a shame for Internet. Gonna be tough to fold the jacks. Lets him know what he has. Makes the call. Says, look, you're gonna... I don't want to see a bluff. Or I want to see a bluff, my bad. Nice final card there for Ship It. Making the 2 pair. Do pair of 7s for Internet. What are we gonna do? Ace 4 5 doesn't look too strong, but Internet still finds a fold there. Oh no, this is a high-low game. Oh no, this is horrific. If we switch to high-low, that Ace 4 5 looks real strong. Ace 6 7 10. Pair of 7s as well for Adrenaline. Oh, we got a straight for Ship It. He's gonna put in a raise. Adrenaline does have a low. Is it good? Yes, it's good. Puts in the re-raise even. Says, hey, I got a boat. I got a boat. What are you gonna do over there? See the re-raise from the straight and a call from the low and we chop it up. Oh, this game is super silly. Ship It showing a king. We'll put in the raise. Zilby with the pair says oath. I'll come along. Deuces are fine right here. Let's just check. Let's look at some more cards. 2 pair. Zilby leads on out. I wonder if the deuces should go for some protection. You would expect your opponent with a pair to put in the raise. Ship It with kings. Internet with an 8-5-4 with two hearts, picking up a king. 6 of hearts, giving him a straight draw to a 7. Pair of kings still looking good over there. Pair of 6s and 4s. We'll lose to kings and queens. That's a darn shame. So Internet, I wanted to see some crazy drunk action where we just ran over the table. That would have been pretty cool. But I suppose nobody would really be intimidated by a drunk man if he's gonna announce his drunkenness. XD raising up the pocket pair, making 2 pairs. Nice little pair of 7s for Adrenaline. With the low draw to go with it. A 3 will bring that in. 2 pair for both players, but the 8s and 3s are good. Adrenaline with the low will take half the pot. Oh, this silly game. Let's switch it up already. Pair of jacks for XD. Some sort of weird lowy bullshit going on for adrenaline. Sevens for ship it. Who comes along? Picking up a 10. That's no good. Your opponent has 2 lows and a jack, and they're betting. That's a weird. What do you expect them to have? He could either have just complete bullshit or something strong. I mean, the jacks aren't super strong, so he could have some middling value. Who knows in this silly game? Maybe you just freaking bet all the time. Zilby with the aces and 3 low. Jack's no fun for them. They're trying to lock it up, but we'll just get the fold. Hooey wee wah. 4 to a low, 4 to a straight for XD. We'll just get it done there. Oh, yes, we're switching things up. And it's the best game. No limit hold'em. Deuce is raising it up. Ace 9 gonna get it in here. Ace on the flop. That's pretty good for internet. Ace and a 7. Raising it up. 5-handed. Interesting stuff. 5-8 will hit the muck. Deuces for adrenaline will hit the muck. Okie dokie. Thought we could put some pressure on the 2 shorter stacks. Do you want to face an all-in from either Zilby or internet? And it's like, probably not. You're going to see a lot of folds. What does it matter? Zilby says, no way, I'm not folding lots. What are you talking about? I got a suited queen. I'm all in. Just like internet here with King Jack. Oh, trying to get ace 10 to fold. It will. Much easier to jam than it is to call it off here. Ace 8 for ship it. We'll raise it on up and get it on through. What's gonna happen here? Ace 4, raising it up, getting it through. What about now? King 4 suited in the muck. Blind on blind again with ship it versus Zilby. Ship it trying to limp it on in. I think he used raise with the 6-9. This time we'll just go check check. Or sorry, limp check. Ace 9-8 flop. Who knows what's going on here? Limp pot. Ace on the turn. Ship it with a gutter to a 7. Zilby with queen high. Doesn't block any straight draw, any flush draw. I mean, that's a very difficult call down there. So Zilby does just find the fold. Adrenaline with king queen. 2 pocket pairs. XD with 8s. Ship it with 7s. Top pair for adrenaline. And they get it through. Ace 7 suited, ripping it in. Zilby folds the ace 7 suited too. Nice little steal there from internet. And they get a walk the very next hand. It's a pretty good deal for them. Started no limit hold'em at about 150k. Do. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe around 200. Jack 10 suited, ripping it in, getting it through. For about 12 big blinds. XD disconnected, unfortunately, but we'll wait. We got time on our hands. We'll just fold the ace 6 in the big blind. Zilby, ace 5 suited. I think we're going to see an all-in. There it is. How many big blinds? Looks like 12. Boo, 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 boo. King 10 suited. Uh-oh, what do we do here? I like a min raise. But you did just jam last hand. Maybe you want to be consistent. XD with pocket jacks will quickly make the call. Zilby will need a king. Nope, no king. Jacks hold on up. Not surprised to see we lose somebody in the old no limit hold'em. Adrenaline, let's go with ace 4 in the cutoff. 8 game is really weird. Like, maybe you don't want to play huge pots in no limit hold'em. Unless you've got the nizzles. Yes, we see XD and ship it with a couple of high card hands. XD with the better high card. We'll just get it through on the turn there. Trying to get some protection against whatever the hell. Straight draws? Was there any straight draws? I didn't even see the board. Brain malfunctioning here. XD with 3-bet with the ace 10. Wasn't expecting to see this, but maybe the bigger stacks can still put the pressure on them shorter stacks, as we see in all the no limit hold'em tournaments. Interesting little hand here for Adrenaline. King still with the best of it. Ooh, it's actually Jack 9 making a boat. Adrenaline blocking straights, has a 10. Is a very small bet on the river, but Adrenaline makes the fold. So we're playing pot limit Omaha. See a limp on in from the King 8 4 6 with the suit. Not Adrenaline, but XD making a set with this open-ended straight draw. Very nice hand for them. Ship It has the same straight draw with the flush draw. 4 on the turn. Doesn't change much. Few more sets out there. Ship It for the win with just one pair. Facing a pot-sized bet. Hard to let go of this draw here. Ooh, pretty dirty river. King high flush versus a boat. XD loses to 9, 7, and 9s, of course. Oh, and he makes the fold on the river with the King high flush. That's pretty darn impressive there. It's hard to imagine XD's going for value with worse. But nonetheless, could still have bluffs out there. Nice fold on the river. 10 Jack 3 8 in the muck. Queen 9 9 3 for Adrenaline's trying to limp it in. Internet. You don't have many chips. Maybe it's not the time to go crazy. Let's just flop 2 pair. Adrenaline with the overpair and the flush draw. Need a heart, a jack, a queen. 9. Had plenty outs there. XD raising it up. Getting it through. Getting queens with an ace. The queen is suited, facing a limp. Let's go to a flop. Ship It with a couple of backdoor flush draws, a straight draw to a 6. Checking it over. Gets a fair price. Let's go drawing. Ship It. Jack of diamonds. That's a pretty bad card. Deuce on the river. What do we do here with the old queen high? Blocking ace 5. Ooh, look at XD. He's got the old ace 5. So deuces. Oh, and he folds the straight. Holy jabroni. I was going to say deuces, 3s, 4s make full house. A limp pot. So we could have some random ass jack 4, jack 3, jack deuce. Maybe. Unlikely. Maybe that just folds. You've got to have a couple of good cards to go along with that. Hard to connect and make a 4-card hand with jack 4. Anyways, what the heck's going on here? Adrenaline, the pair of 6s. We'll check it down and lose to 2 pair. Adrenaline with pocket 10s. In a 4-card game, not as strong, but still goes for the 3x pre. I suppose you're just going to win the pot a lot there against the shorty. Jack 5 deuce comes along, flopping 3 of a kind. Adrenaline with the backdoor flush draw. A pair of 7s. Oh, 7 on the turn. That's a pretty dirty card. Ship it playing the old 5 slowly. Just going for the check call on the 7-5-5 flop. Leaving the straight draws in there. Leaving the 7x in there. Ace on the river. We'll give Adrenaline a boat. Boo, 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 boo. It is hard to get called. You're hoping a 7 or a 5 is somehow in there. Ace 5. That would be a nice hand to get called by with A7. Oh boy, we switching it up. Deuce to 7, triple draw. Trying to make a shitty hand and an ace is high. Alright, this will be fun. Or will it? We're just seeing folds. Ship it with a little something going on, but we'll just let it go. So Ship It's got only about 10.5 big bets behind. Making a 10 low. XD with a much stronger draw though with a pair of 2s. We'll just have to let a deuce go instead. Ship It folds. That's a nice fold there even with the 10 low. I think you just don't want to find yourself on the remaining streets with a 10 low and you're like, oh, I got a call down here. And XD did have a very strong hand. You just gotta hope he continues to make pairs. Not a fun spot to be in. Like, I don't know what internet does here. They just find the fold there too with the jack low, and it's like you could draw to a better low, but maybe you don't want to. It is interesting to see the limp in here. See what he gets rid of. The king and the 10 picks up a deuce. That's a good card. Puts in a raise. Ship It already has an 8 low. Looks like internet can make a better hand with a 5, a 6, or a 3. We'll just find the fold with 1 draw remaining. I'm pretty sure. I think there was 1 draw remaining. Could be wrong. Internet with a 6-4 deuce. We'll raise it up and get it through. Get an 8-3-6. Just let that go. 8 and a deuce for XD. Limping it in. Check back with the 6 and the 8. Picking up a 3 for Adrenaline. 2 pair standing pat. Whoa! This is deuce to 7 triple draw. Oh, and a quick call from Adrenaline. Sneaky play from the 2 pair there. Standing pat. Whoa, you don't expect that. Internet makes an 8 low. Pretty strong one at that. XD needs only a 3 to chop things up. 1 draw remaining. Oh, and he smacks a 3. Are you serious? He even gets the W. I didn't know he was going to get the W. That's rude. Bam, 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 bam. So we lose internet finally. Gentleman can go recover from the long night of drinking. I mean, this was like 3 years ago. What am I even freaking talking about? XD with a little something going on here. Gets rid of the ace and picks up a 7 low. That beats a 10 low. Adrenaline puts in the raise. Quick call. Oh, we still got another draw. What a silly guy. XD gets... Oh no, XD... XD redrawed. He was drawn again. He had the 7 low. But I guess Adrenaline's aggression made it look scary. What the hey? Alrighty, we got 2 draws. XD standing pat. What do we need over here? A deuce? A 7's no good. A deuce gives us the win. I wonder if a 6 does the job. Anyways, we won't get to find out. What's going on here? 6 deuce 8, 6 deuce 8. Picking up an 8 and an ace. That's pretty bad news there for Adrenaline, who lets it go. Ship It with a straight. Just folds. But of course. So we got a 9 low for XD. Adrenaline's drawing to the 8 low. Picks up 2 bad cards. And finds the fold. XD up to 3 million chips. A 3 and a 6 for ship it. We'll just find the fold. Do. More folding going on. 3 deuce 5 for XD. 8 deuce 6 7 for adrenaline. Got a 9 low for XD. I don't know what they're gonna do. We got one draw remaining. They are good if they stand pat. Adrenaline picks up a king and checks it over. XD puts in the raise and a quick fold. Deuce 3 4 for adrenaline. Deuce 4 8 5 for XD. Fair start in cards, but no help for adrenaline at all. XD picking up a jack, still stayed aggressive. Nice to see. Ooh, a 9 low with the 6 4 3 deuce. Will stand pat. XD with a deuce, a 5, a 7. But I'll give him the best of it. Ace, that's no good. No draws remaining. Adrenaline stood pat. Whole way down. Okay, now we're switching things up to limit hold'em. This ridiculous game. What are we going to see? Raise from the ace 8. We'll get it through from the small blind. King queen suited. Let's raise it up, says XD. Adrenaline defends queen 6. Making a pair of 6s. Ace on the turn. King queen still good. And getting value. 2 pair on the river for both players. Uh-oh. Thankfully adrenaline just calls. There was a one-liner to a straight. But a very bad river to still make adrenaline have to pay off the river bet. Queen deuce. Thought it over for a second. Could be good there. But ship it moves along. Picking up a pair here. We're going to a flop. Ace, ace 7. Hard to make a pair. Hard to make 3 of a kind. What do we do with the pair 2s? Ship it comes. Oh, a deuce on the turn. Are you serious? Poker stars, this is ridiculous. Don't you dare put a queen out there. Or a 7. 7 would give XD the win. Ship it puts in the raise. Hard to fold 3 of a kind. It's hard to make a pair. Hard to make 3 of a kind. Hard to make a boat. XD says, let's get this in. A full double up for ship it. Whoo! 1.1 million chips. Slightly above adrenaline. Picking up a flush draw. Making a flush on the turn. Ship it is open-ended. That doesn't matter. Making a pair of 7s on the river. We'll actually make the call. And see the bad news. That's a flush. 69 getting it on through. We got queens for ship it. King 4 will defend the big blind. Making a pair of 4s. Poker stars is being pretty rude to XD. Oh, just kidding. 4 on the turn. Don't you dare put a queen out there. That would be so rude. Ace on the river. I think we still go for values with queens, don't we? Then XD, after laying the trap, will put in the raise. Hard to fold a pair. Oh, nicely done though. Hard to find a bluff there on the river. XD with an ace. Raising it up. Ship it gets queens again. XD will flop a pair, so we will get this in, I think. What do we do? Do we raise? There's the raise. Okay, XD plays call. I suppose no need to raise versus the re-raise on the flop. Picks up a heart draw. Heart draw with a pair. Ace 6 or heart. Nope. Ship it. Doubles up again. XD having a hard time closing this one out. Ship it and adrenaline will just not go away. They're very rude. No, they're not rude. They're just playing good cards. Ship it for the win. King high is looking good here. What are we doing? A check down pot if we face a river bet? We don't see that. So there's no need to worry. Adrenaline comes along with ace 4 in the big. Ship it making top pair. Goes for a bet. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw will come along. Do 10 on the turn. And another bet will get the job done. XD with the big ol' stack on the button with King 7 says let's raise. Adrenaline has the snapper re-raise on. Click the button. King 4 deuce 5 deuce 4 flop. Deuce on the turn. Check. What do we do here with the King 7? Start bluffing. 4 on the river. We're chopping this up. Are you serious, Poker Stars? We're serious. Super serious. Adrenaline with the queen and a 10 sees a 6-5-5 flop in position. We'll check it back and make a pair of 10s. That's a pretty good strategy. Check it back and make top pair. Ace high, pay me. Ace high comes along. Diamond on the river. What do we do with the pair of 10s? Let's go for some more value. XD with ace high. Let's put in the raise. Oh, we just finds the fold. Tough to bluff in the old limit games. Jack 7. Nice and aggressive there from XD in the small blind. Pushing adrenaline around a little. Back up to 3 million chips. Not for too long, but maybe we'll flop well. Nope. 9-8-3. 2 diamonds. No club. Ace Jack will just take it on the flop. And we're going to switch things up to Omaha high-low. Oh, this is a silly game, let me tell you. Oh, wee-wee-wah. What do we got going on here? Adrenaline with not much. A real weird deuce 7 low. Pair of queens in the 4 deuce low for ship it. That looks a little better. Deuce on the river. Just the pair of 2s for adrenaline. Ship it will take it all. Ship it with a pretty strong ace queen 4-8. Gets a little weirder on the ace jack 10 flop. Just a pair of jacks for XD with the 6-4 low. We'll let it go. 4 deuce jack 10, putting in a raise from the small blind flop and top. Oh, not top pair. No, it's not. On a paired board. What do you call the pair that's toppest on a paired board? Is it top pair? I don't know, but we're seeing a bunch of raising. Adrenaline with a gutter to a jack. And the ace 7 low. Versus aces with the ace 4 low. Just kidding. Ship it as 2 pair with 9-4. Just kidding. 3-3 jack 5 hits the muck from the small blind. Oh, this silly game. I really hope we don't find ourselves with a heads up Raz battle. That would be horrific. I think adrenaline flopped it straight there. If not, they're blocking the straight. It was one or the other. Ace 3 low. Backdoor draw for adrenaline. That's not coming in. 6 on the turn. Ace jack of diamonds for XD. Will bet and take it. Interesting. No pairs. Hard to call with no pair. It's hard to bet with no pair. It's hard to make pairs. A lot of things are difficult out there. Adrenaline with a pair of 4s. With a really interesting low. What do we do here? Ace deuce, not low with the top pair. For ship it for the win. This will be for the remaining of adrenaline stack. Oh lordy. The king is no good. That gives him 2 pair. But the 2 pair is no good. Adrenaline's just hoping. Ship it's only got one of either the high or the low there. They really hope for just the high. Looks like he's calling off with the low. Whatever the heck his low was. He's just hoping to get half the pot back. But we see aces again for Ship It, and he just brouhaha'd that pot. Just let it brew, built it up, seasoned it nicely. It was tasty. And we get a set of sevens the very next hand. Are you serious? XD does have a straight draw to a 5 and the low draw. All of these are good. Ship It does put in the raise. I suppose so in this silly game. We may as well charge the low draws and the straight draws. And the flush draw, of course. 9 on the river. That's no good. XD's going to have to bluff here. Facing a raise, we can just give it up. In the muck. We don't need to bluff. Why would we bluff? That'd be ridiculous. Aces for XD. No low draw. That's unfortunate. The 3-4 has an open-ended straight draw. Ace on the turn. Uh-oh. So he's got the nut low with the straight. Flushes are out there. What do we do with 3 of a kind? We got to call. 4 on the river. Making it less likely there's spades out there. Ship It still is going to get the whole pot. Nice fold on the end there. Just looking to make a boat, I suppose, with the call on the turn. What's going on? Pair of 9s for Ship It. Pair of 5s for XD. We'll fold, of course. Nothing too exciting happening. 6-5-4-3 double suited. That's a pretty hand. Oh, no action. Are you serious, Poker Stars? Ace, King, King, Queen with a suit. Facing a re-raise from Queens. Very favorable flop for XD. We do have a low draw for Ship It. So any low card that's on Ace, Deuce, 6 or 3 they will get half the pot. Blocking the straights, we'll just find the fold. Alrighty, Roo. Oh, and now we're playing Raz heads up. This is ridiculous. Oh, watch how stupid this is. This is gonna go on for a little bit, isn't it? Ah, sit back and relax. We are going to a couple streets here. 8-4-3 deuce. Oh my lord. Yeah, by the time they even go for the raise or the bet and the fold, it's like I don't have a chance to say what they got. 9-3 deuce. Putting in the raise. Jack 7-5. What do we do? Do we call? No, we just find the fold. Like, this is ridiculous, Poker Stars. Heads up, Raz. I'll just complain throughout the whole thing. See how many different words I can say. What do we do? We're forced to do the bring in. We got no opportunity. Ship It's just forced back and forth. Bring in. Let's make a pair of 4s. It's Raz. We're trying to make a low hand, Poker Stars. Queen? Are you serious? You're giving him a 4, a 3, and an 8? Poker Stars, this is ridiculous. Look how strong this is. King, Queen, 10? Oh, we just got to fold versus the bring in. Oh my lord, Poker Stars. 4, Jack, 3. Coming along. Picking up at 6 is a good card. Seeing him with a 3 sucks. A deuce is a bad card too for the old Ship It. Still with the 3, 4, 6, 8 low draw. 7 for XD. How many lows do you got? You don't got... Oh, you do? What the hell? What the hell? Earlier Ace didn't play as a low? What the fuck's going on with Raz? Raz is such a silly game. Well, at least we know the rules now. So the Ace can play as a low? What the fuck? Pair of kings with the bring-in. Ship It with 3 to a low. 3 to the 7 low with the raise and take it. 3 to a 9 low for XD. Bring in, take it. Pair of 3s, bring in, raise from the King 7 deuce, take it. Oh, this is so ridiculous. We just gotta wait for something to happen. And I've gotta find more words to say about it. About the situation. What's going on? 36k for first. So we got a 12k heads up battle. As we do see some cards coming on out. Deuce is good for XD. They will take it. With the better looking board or whatever the hell you want to call it. 9, ace and a king. Bring in, take it. Would have been cool to see Wizzo pick up some chips there. Wasn't meant to be this tournament. And it was weird. I thought I saw a final table with Ship It, Wizzo, Adrenaline, and Internet before. And I thought it was an 8-game tournament, but that was not true. I went back and looked. I've never seen this before. It did look familiar. I think there's been some internet battles with Wizzo, and I think Ship It's usually around for those. Might be No Limit Hold'em or PLO. I didn't look at those. Oh boy, let's switch up games, Poker Stars. Let's just make this game super zoomy. We are evened up on chips. That's super interesting. But there's not much else going on. We'll see a bunch of raising. And what do we do with them? We're both showing kings. Ship It does have the 4 and the 6. So putting in the raise, you're just not getting called. That's cool to see. Ooh, this will be a hand. Ship It with 3 to the 7 low. XD with 3 to the 6 low. Picking up a good card. 3 is great. Ship It picking up a king. Comes along and picks up an 8. Sees that XD pairs the 3. Oh, and XD sticks in the raise. King for Ship It. That's no good. And a 5 will lock this thing pretty much up for XD. Another 5. Going for some more value. Ship It with 2 pair. With the king low. Makes the call. Hoping that XD is showing 3 of a kind. Or 2 pairs as well. Bam, ba, bam, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, bam. XD showing a deuce. Doesn't like his other cards to go along with it. Ship It showing an ace. We'll put in the raise with the aces. I suppose he had ace 8. Why the heck not, right? In this silly game, let's just put in raises. Oh, it's ridiculous. King Jack 6 folds, of course. What do we do here? 8 and a 3 showing. We're gonna put, the 3 showing. We're gonna put in raise. Aces. Look at that. Aces up. Oh no. King Queen 4. Finding a fold. Moving along. Ship It with Jack 10-9. Puts in the raise. Versus a bring in. What do you know when we see a fold? Holy, is that another bring in? Oh my lord, now we're playing stud. This is ridiculous, Poker Stars. At least I know what I'm looking for. There's no stud high low. Just trying to make good cards. Pairs 7s. Face on up. Ship It says I can hit an ace, a king, or a 10. Comes along for 1 street. And then he hits the muck. XD raising up the queen 9-5. Very interesting re-raise from the queen 7 deuce. Who the hell knows what's going on? Just some nice aggressive poker there. Ship It has 3 to a flush. Oh, we see a fucking fold. Oh, this is so silly. Jack 7 deuce in the muck. Could you imagine if this were a live tournament? This would be so boring. It would take forever too. Somebody's got to shuffle every freaking hand. If you had like 3 decks going with an electric shuffler, maybe it would be fun. It'd be very difficult to like deal for one person to deal constantly like that, because they'd still have to collect all the cards after each hand and then put them back into the shuffler. So it's like if you had one person collecting the cards, one person just grabbing from the shuffler and then dealing the freaking cards, and you could do a hand every freaking like 10 seconds, then it would be a fun game live. But under any other circumstances, like if the dealer has to shuffle their cards, if there's only one person dealing with the electrical shuffler, it doesn't matter if you have 3 decks or 1 deck. I suppose that would be the same case for 3 and 2. Anyways. We're continuing along. 5-3 deuce with 2 spades. Plays call, picking up a king of hearts. 8 of diamonds. I mean, the clubs and the diamonds look pretty when they interconnect like that, but your hand isn't made. A pair of jacks. We're gonna go for a raise, and we're gonna get it through. Where's our cooler poker stars? Oh, we're gonna need to switch back up to no limit hold'em. Ace queen 9-6, raising it up. Showing a queen and a 9 just looks a little bit scary. We both got a pair of 8s here, so poker stars is gonna give us our cooler. Jack of clubs looks pretty scary over there for XD. They check to you, so you say, okay, 8s are probably good here. Makes sense. A 9 is not what you wanted to see in Ship It shoes. But they check to you again. We check it down. We're looking for 2 pairs. XD will lead on out on the 5. Ooh, interesting stuff. Oh, picking up a 10, so they make their straight, and Ship It makes 2 pair. Well, that's pretty rude, poker stars. Pretty rude over there. Oh no, he puts in the raise with the 2 pair and sees the bad news. Shucks. Ship It going for some greedy value there on the river. I mean, heads up. Maybe it's not greedy at all. Maybe it's just a regular value bet. Pair of 5s versus a pair of queens. Jack. Again, Ship It's not picking up the best cards. Still in the situation to call, and they do pick up 2 pair. Runner, jacks. That's fair. Queens. Gonna need an ace, a king, a queen, a 6, or a 5. Putting in the raise. We're just getting this in here. Ace on the river. That'll do it. Is this called the river still? I don't even know. Maybe I should look up some things. I mean, it's kind of just fun to watch this 8 game when you don't really know what's going on. I think if I knew what was going on, it'd be a little bit less fun. So I'm just going back here to see what we started at. 2 million to 3 million chips. Interesting stuff. It was kind of fun. We did get to see a few different games played. Heads up. Still had to sit through some Raz. And it was painful, but I think I managed. I found a way through. Or I found a way to get through it. So XD started this thing off in 2nd place. Ship It. Hanging out in about 4th, I think. Pretty good showing from both players. And all around, really. Sucks internet was a little bit too drunk, but they also didn't run the best. Didn't pick up too many cards. Alrighty. Peace out.